Hey guys, welcome back to another Friday Fireside Chat. Thanks for being here all of this week and happy Friday. Hope you're going to have a wonderful day and a fantastic weekend. I got those backwards. It's supposed to be a fantastic Friday and a wonderful weekend. So, a little bit of play on words. Anyways, today we're talking about being a social being and how I'm failing at that with my failed comedy. But anyways, this has really been a difficult topic for me because I've been going through this period of really cutting the energetic cord with my mother and my family. Although the cord has been cut, but now it's like really the energetic cord, and that is really some heavy shit, you guys. Like I cannot underestimate or understate rather the pain and anguish even that I feel in this process, even though I know it's necessary. A lot of fear, tension, joy, happiness, relief, but just feeling drained overall, by having to process the reality that I'm in, but being human, we are supposed to be social humans, and something that I wonder, I'm gonna light a cigarette because it's that kind of day. I'm really freaking tired, guys, and it's been a very long one, so if you don't mind, I'm just gonna light my Camel Blue. I tried to stop smoking, but I'm doing much better. But in general, lately, I've been quite stressed, and it's just been a habit that's come back a little bit. So it is what it is. But anyway, as we go back to being a social human being, all humans are supposed to be social beings. And something that I found is that, based on the amount of trauma that you've experienced, you have potentially lost your desire to be a social being. Sometimes, in the ACA program, which I have discovered more and more faults the more that I read on my own with that program, but it's not bad, but, repeatedly they say that you have developed a fear of people, but it's sometimes like you don't expect other people to be in the capacity or position to contribute anything good to your life, and so you avoid them because, like, I don't not talk to people and initiate conversations because I'm afraid of them. I don't initiate conversations because there is nothing positive that I expect. I don't even understand what could possibly happen or be experienced in connecting to another person that would benefit my life. Like, it's kind of sad. It's actually really fucking sad when you reach that point that you don't even understand why you would want to talk to other people. Like, that's not something that someone arrives at on their own. That is a failure in someone's family. That is a failure of society. That is a failure of your so-called friendships. That is a failure of the people who so-called claim to care for you. The amount of social deprivation that I personally have felt brings me to the knees to the point that I don't even want to be alive sometimes. And I know that I'm not alone in that. Yeah, that's kind of heavy to admit, but to be honest, like sometimes I've gotten to that point where I've just had so lack of family connection, so lack of friend connection, so lack of coworker connection, that it feels like there is no point to me to be alive. Honestly. And I know that I'm not the only person, and it's only getting worse these days because of this sick system that we live in. Coming back to being a social being, one of the most frustrating things is when you've grown up in this deprivation, you're not aware of the norms and customs. If you were not parented, your parents are not guiding you to learn the skills that you needed to develop the confidence or self-esteem. Perhaps they were just attacking you and tearing you down, And so now that you have to accept, okay, I'm a social being and I'm depressed because I'm not able to meet my social need because I was destroyed socially since childhood, it's kind of like, where do you go from there? Some people release and throw their energy back outwards at others, and some process the poison internally on their own. I was talking to ChatGPT about this, and they said that both of these paths are ways that people have chosen. There is no right way of living. There is a way that you choose to live. That's what makes this also harder, because not only are you trying to reparent yourself, but you're trying to decide who you want to be as you go. So it's a lot. And so if you're in this process of parenting, if you're having difficulty with social connection, if you're in that period of isolation, the dark night of the soul, just be patient. give yourself some time, some grace, and know that you will find the right people. They will come to you eventually. Just try not to put too much stress on yourself, and although that's difficult to say, try to give yourself some breathing room so that you're not judging yourself so harshly. It's not your fault that you are where you are, but it's now your responsibility. And so if relationships and connection are something that's been bothering you, then perhaps pay extra attention to this week, the reading of the themes, building your social and communication skills. It's something that is probably one of the most significant pain points to me, and something that I'm working on daily by day. And I'd like to remind you that you can also do the same, and you can improve if you put the time, care, and consistent effort. So thanks for being here, and again, have a fantastic Friday and a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you soon.